All right, now we're going to do the miles per week driven section. So basically, this is kind of giving the estimate cost per mile, given what kind of miles you was doing during the week. Now, I use this a lot when I'm doing dispatching from the load board, if I'm actually dispatching myself. And I know if I'm doing about 3,000 miles a week, I need to have my numbers. I know I need to have my rate per mile over this amount to get a profit. I still want to stay with the industry standard or average, but if I'm trying to get my drive router somewhere and there's no loads really going anywhere, I know if it's worth it or not. Like, you know what, I'll just take this load. I'd rather take something than nothing kind of scenario, if that makes sense. And then you can also kind of see where your cost is going at. So your overhead cost, this right here is the cost of your overhead, what it's charging you per mile. Obviously, I didn't fill out the whole thing here, so it's actually kind of low right now. So it may be a little bit higher, but if you're only doing 2,000 miles a week, and the way this scenario is playing out right now, it's only 8 cents per mile that is needed to cover the overhead for the company and a truck. That's why it's always good. I say always good, but this is also why it's good to have more than one truck, because then you get to spread that out a little bit. And let's see where we're at now. See, right now it's at 5. So we switched this to 1. So that overhead was 5 trucks taking care of all the overhead. So if you only have one vehicle, one piece of equipment, now it's 41 cents per mile if you're only doing 2,000 miles per week. Now we're doing 3,000 miles per week, then it's going to be a little bit lower because you have more miles to kind of help, take care of the overhead for your vehicle, for your truck. Now you also have the total fuel cost of the week. Again, going off of the miles per gallon, it kind of estimates how much you're actually paying per mile for your fuel. So you kind of have in your head like, all right, this is kind of how much my fuel is costing me out of my gross profit. What's going to your maintenance account? How much is the driver being paid for the flat rate of the vehicle? Right now it's on 0, and that's why you don't see anything. So we're going to the next section that may kind of help you estimate a little bit better if it's actually not a flat rate per mile. But yeah, this is always kind of good to look at. You can just jot some numbers in here to kind of figure out like, oh yeah, my driver did 3,700 miles during the week. You kind of get an estimate your fuel costs, and what you're going to be putting in your maintenance account, and how much you're going to be paying your driver spread a mile. All right.